Hi, welcome back. Today's Thursday, and we're almost through with our week of drawing conclusions and making inferences. Let's go ahead and get started. In order to be successful for today's lesson, you will need access to the article that we're going to be reading, and you will need a pen and paper. So today's lesson is that I can draw conclusions and make inferences from a nonfiction text. What we're going to do is we're going to read the attached article, then look at questions together to draw conclusions and make inferences based upon the text. As you're thinking about reading the text, I would like you to think about these questions. What conclusion can be drawn if you consume a whole 3-ounce package of chips? What conclusion can be drawn from the reasoning behind fast food restaurants offering supersized portions, And why should people take 20 minutes to eat a meal? What I would like you to do is think about these 3 questions and set this as your purpose for reading. Pause the video, read the article on your own, and come back once you're finished. Welcome back. So now that you've read the video, let's look at these questions together, and then let's look at answering and seeing where we can find and draw conclusions based on the article. The first question was, what conclusions can be drawn if you consume a whole 3-ounce package of chips? Well, I know that if I look at the video, if I look at the article here, and I go down to this serving size versus portion size, it said a 3-ounce package of chips may actually contain 3 1-ounce servings. So what happens if you down or wolf the whole bag? You guessed it, you've eaten 3 servings of chips. So I have to go on and extend even further. So not only have I eaten 3 servings of chips, but I've overeaten my suggested serving size, and I've probably consumed more calories than what I originally intended. The second question was, what conclusion can be drawn from the reasoning behind fast food restaurants offering supersized portions? If I go down here to this portion distortion, I'm going to skim to see why they are oversizing. And as I continue to skim, so as I continue to skim and I'm looking at that the portion size has gotten larger, and that like a 20-ounce drink actually has multiple servings inside the drink. And then I look at how this paragraph here talks about how larger portion sizes affect how much we should eat. And then these 2 accounts from this 11-year-old and a 9-year-old brother saying that they've eaten every single thing. I think what the conclusion that I can draw is that the fast food companies are trying to make more money because they're charging you a little bit more for the supersized meal, but also and right here it says that you think that you're getting more bang for your buck, meaning that your money is going a little bit further and you're spending your money wisely by ordering a larger portion size because you get like double the amount of money, but you don't pay as much. And so I think based on those multiple places, the reason why fast food restaurants increase their portion size is to try to entice you to eat more food and therefore buy more food and spend more money. Question number 3, why should people take 20 minutes to eat a meal? I have to go down here to when I'm scanning and I know that it's like 20 minutes, what I do is I try to look for the number. So, and I can see right here that it takes about 20 minutes. So if I read this part right here, beforehand, it says, I don't always want to eat big portions. If I take 20 minutes, it helps my brain get the message before you've eaten way more than you should. And then knowing what's a healthy portion is in this last paragraph. So if I put these 3 details together, I think taking 20 minutes is going to help me as I eat, not consume more than I want, and to actually help give my brain time to recognize that my body is full, as opposed to just continuing to eat and then eat more than what I really wanted to. So we're going to look at some questions for basing on inferences. So remember that when we make inferences, we use the rhyme, I read, I know, and so. So I want you to look at these sentences from the text. Large portions are often the norm at fast food restaurants as well. So-called value-sized or supersized meals, which are usually just a few cents more than a regular-sized meal, sure are tempting. They make you think that you're getting more bang for your buck, said Skid. People like to get the most food possible for the money they are spending, but if you opt for supersized foods and meals, you're also choosing more calories, fat, and carbohydrates. A healthier option is to take advantage of the value of a value meal. Order the larger size, but split it with a friend. Based on this paragraph, what can you infer about consuming calories, fat, and carbohydrates? And I want you to use the strategy. I read the paragraph. I know this information from health class or from other areas of my life, like going to the doctor, and so. And if I look at my three choices, consuming lots of calories and fat is healthy, but consuming lots of carbohydrates is unhealthy, I don't think there's anything in the text to support this. And I know that consuming a lot of fat is not always healthy. Consuming lots of calories, fat, and carbohydrates has no effect on a person's health. Well, I know from experience that that isn't true because I've gone to the doctor and my doctor consistently asks me, what type of food do I eat? And am I getting enough food based on the activity that I'm doing? Letter C, consuming lots of calories, fats, and carbohydrates is unhealthy. That could be potentially it. Or consuming lots of calories, fat, and carbohydrates is healthy. I want to say that because this part here is always talking about overeating, and the overall article was talking about knowing portion sizes and knowing not to overeat, that C is the best choice. Read this sentence. Portion sizes have been getting bigger through the years. What evidence in the text supports this statement? So when you have a slice of lasagna at your grandma's house or a dish of ice cream at a Sunday party, how do you know whether you're eating a healthy portion size or going overboard? Today's 20-ounce soft drink is roughly double the size of the bottle of cola your parents might have had when they were your age. That sounds like it could be the right answer. C, so-called value-sized or supersized meals, which are usually just a few cents more than a regular-sized meal, sure are tempting. Although that's true, it doesn't support the idea that portion sizes have been getting bigger. And D, knowing what a healthy portion is helpful when it comes to all types of food, from breakfast to dessert and everything in between. I agree with that statement, but it also doesn't support the idea that portion sizes have been getting bigger. So if I look at A, B, C, or D, which one do you think it is? You're right, B is the correct answer. Keep it up. We're almost done with our work for the week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're actually going to practice a writing activity, and we're going to leave drawing conclusions and making inferences behind. Until then, I hope you have a great day.